We're digging into a new lawsuit from a death row inmate who's fighting against execution by nitrogen hypoxia. David Wilson was sentenced to death in 2007 for killing a man with cancer in Houston County. WAAY 31 morning anchor Chris Tatum breaks down the newly filed lawsuit.
In this 29-page lawsuit, lawyers for the convicted killer call Alabama the least competent state at carrying out executions. They claim the state's history, along with the controversy surrounding nitrogen hypoxia, poses a massive risk to Wilson and violates its 8th and 14th Amendment rights. They lay out how the method could affect the 39-year-old's pulmonary problems and Asperger's syndrome, as well as his light sensitivity and vision problems. They also say death by nitrogen hypoxia is not painless, as seen during the first of its kind execution last month. The lawsuit calls on witness testimony from members of the media who were at Holman Correctional Facility when Kenneth Smith was put to death.
Kenneth Smith laid on the gurney and shook for about 2 minutes, shaking and writhing on that gurney. The gurney did move several times there. Following that shaking on the gurney, there were several minutes, about between 5 and 7 minutes, according to media witnesses, of heavy breathing on the gurney.
Lawyers say this is a far cry from the peaceful and dignified passing that the Attorney General presented to the court and the public prior to that execution. They're asking a federal court to prevent the state from executing Wilson by this method. As of this report, Governor Ivey has not yet set a date for his execution. With coverage you can count on, Chris Tatum, WAAY 31 News.
So let's take a look at how we got to where we are now. Wilson was convicted of capital murder for the 2004 death of Dewey Walker. He confessed to hitting the 64-year-old with a bat and strangling him with an extension cord during a burglary and robbery. 3 others, Michael Jackson, Catherine Corley, and Matthew Marsh, received sentences ranging between 23 and 25 years in prison for Walker's murder.